They are now realizing that you are the true winner in the competition that they started. This person is not doing too well. They feel beyond upset. How they feel is actually indescribable. That's why I'm even struggling to find the words. They are struggling to accept a fate that they try to push into your life. They are experiencing karma, and this person feels a sense of overwhelm, and it's an energy of feeling quite trapped. They can't even explain to people why they feel the way that they do, because to explain to people why they feel the way that they do would mean that they would have to expose the fact that they were trying to spiritually bully you, they were competing with you for no reason, and they wanted to upset your peace. They wanted to put you in a state of mental imprisonment. And that's how they feel right now. They feel trapped. They feel stuck. They feel restricted. Their mind cannot get past the fact that a trap that they set for you, you didn't fall into. They are now spiritually in that trap, in the mind. To know that you have gained something that they try to withhold from you, to know that you didn't give up in whatever it is that you wanted to do, has shattered this person. You see, this individual did not understand who they were trying to come up against. You have the energy of a giant, despite your size. They may have been used to winning over others in the past, but it stopped with you. Because they couldn't work you out, because they couldn't find your weakness, and though they tried to trigger you along the way, this could have been going on for 9 months, this could have been going on for 8 years, whatever the case is, right? Or over the span of 8 years. 8 could be a very significant number. 8 is the planet, 8 rules the planet, I should say, Saturn. And Saturn is a planet of rules, regulations, durability, restrictions, and karma. And this person is feeling the harshness of that Saturn energy that they wanted for you. And they are stuck with that energy. They're confused. How? Why didn't you crack? Why didn't you break? Because what they were trying to throw at you, it wasn't for you. It may have affected you somewhat. I'm not going to say it didn't. It may have affected you in certain ways. There may have been certain delays, etc. But you just kept alchemizing that. Or Spirit is saying to some of you to keep alchemizing whatever they throw at you. Meaning, if they throw negativity your way, don't throw it back. Turn that energy into power. Turn that energy into something positive, something that will benefit you and your life, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual health. They wanted to affect your mind. They wanted to trigger you to the point whereby you don't continue trying. This could be in regards to a romantic relationship. This could be in regards to your career. This could be someone that is in the same field as you and they saw you as a direct threat for whatever reason. And now they feel like they have to hide from you. Now they feel so drained and so tired by all their efforts that failed. They tried to separate you and another person. They may have tried to turn a community against you. They wanted you to feel trapped in isolation, pain. They wanted your pain to destroy you. But Spirit made sure that they bear witness to your comeback. And this is agonizing for this person to witness. They thought at a time, yes, I've got them. They're going to crack now. This is it for them. Maybe there was a breakup. Maybe you were in a very high profile relationship and you and this person separated, and this person had a lot to do with that separation, or this person was interfering in that separation or interfering during your time with this person, which unfortunately could have led to the separation. Regardless of the fact this person was a hidden energy within a connection. This could be a sibling. This could be a neighbor. They wanted you to be alone and isolated. They didn't want you to heal from your past or your pain that they may have known about, or they tried to bring into your life trauma. You bounce back, and you are bouncing back. They're seeing a new version of you. More energized, more focused, more unstoppable, courageous, independent, powerful. And look at them. Drained, disheveled, upset by your victory. They wanted you to be left out in the cold. They wanted people to turn their back on you. Now they are isolated, clinging onto crumbs, begging for connections with others energetically, forced to be alone, trying to lure people in, but people are repelled by their energy, which is what they wanted for you. They feel as if you're smarter than them. They can't work you out. For some of you, I'm hearing that they may try one last time, which will be to their own detriment. Because you see, some of these individuals are very deluded and out of touch. They feel exposed by you. You know, because like I said, they were able to do this to a lot of different people. But when whatever they did was projected towards you, it didn't work, because you hold a mirror to this individual, because you're so powerful and strong. So say, for instance, they try to smear campaign you in a neighborhood community with other siblings, right? People don't believe them, because when they're telling these lies, people just take one look at them, or even if they appear to look pleasant, right? Energy doesn't lie. So even if they're telling lies about you, etc., people weigh up how you are whenever they are around you. And your energy is bright. Your energy is very jovial. You mind your own business. You don't trouble anyone. And their energy comes up like this. You know, they feel like they are being seen as an individual that has a lot of wisdom, that's very trustworthy. But this energy is a repellent. You know, it repels, I should say, repels people. So that's why you know they're quite deluded, because they don't know how they are coming across to others. There's no self-awareness. And that's how you were able to slay this energy, by staying in your power, by being authentic. Even if you knew that this person was trying to smear campaign you, you weren't going around to others and saying they're lying, you know, because that will make you look guilty in it. So you just felt to yourself, no, it's annoying. Or Spirit is saying this to some of you if you're experiencing this now, unfortunately. It's annoying, but, you know, work through that. You know that it's not true. And just continue into becoming the best version of you. Shift your focus onto what's important. Yourself, your happiness, your health, your family, your career, your projects, your hobbies. Find new hobbies. Go for walks, exercise, whatever the case is. Do fun things. And I feel like because for some of you, you're in that energy anyway, right? But you're just generally a pleasant person, right? Because of who you are. You know, they say that your personality is your passport. This was your passport. Your personality spoke for itself. Your energy spoke for itself. And by this person doing the most or acting shifty or smear campaigning, it revealed who the true villain was. So Spirit is saying, don't try and convince others. Your energy will speak for itself. For some of you, they may have tried to get you locked up. Because in this person's view, right, and maybe in the 3D, but especially in the spiritual, they wanted you to feel mentally bounded. They wanted to snatch your blessings. They wanted you to believe that there was nothing for you to look forward to. But Spirit had other plans for you. Even if they did trigger you, because I feel like some of their little schemes did work, right? Because they have this energy whereby instead of investing in themselves, they want to keep pouring and pouring and pouring into others. They do this to a lot of people that they feel threatened by. Especially, I feel like your energy is a bit more triggering to this person because look how she has all the sunflowers behind her. This is your energy. Bright, vivacious, in your face, uplifting, optimistic. They feel like they fell in comparison to you. They were very jealous of your essence. They are still jealous of your essence. They tried to study you, but they failed. So they felt like what they should do instead is try and energetically bring you down by maybe a job role that you do or how much money that they make. They didn't want you to reach the top in some regard. They didn't want you to eclipse them. That's for one. For some of you, they were fearful of your rise. They could see that bosses, authoritative figures were respectful towards you. They respected you. For some of you, they didn't want you to get married. They were jealous of maybe your connection with another person if you were in a relationship or if you were actually married. They were jealous of this marriage and they wanted to be a third party. They tried to break you and this person up, or they were just angry. I feel for some of you, they're just angry that you attract individuals that actually want long-term relationships, that actually take you seriously. They may feel like they have to manipulate and serve others to get a certain amount of attention, and they feel like you gain a lot of respect, love, commitment, and this is what's driving them bonkers as well. Even for some of you, right? For some of you, I should say, they could actually be married themselves, but they can still hate on you for being single, for having options. They may feel like they have to settle. They could be bored in their marriage, and they see that you do attract high caliber partners. For some of you, it's someone that they actually wanted. That they thought that by manipulating this person, or they thought that they can hold someone with the material. So they may have thought, yeah, you've got a, I don't even know how they will describe your personality. They'll just feel like your personality is too loud. They feel like they're discreet and they hold more weight because they've got money. And they felt like, oh, you're just too loud, but you haven't got the type of money that I've got. You can't make the person the object of their desires. You don't have what they like. They like money and you haven't got money. I can buy experiences. You can't. All you've got is a beautiful smile, or you wear bright colors, or you're just bright. That's how they feel. But seeing that whoever they fought this way towards, that they could control, move towards you, despite them thinking, and that may not be the truth, that could be an assumption,